Cage Minds, Micah Frankel at Kingdom Muay Thai ahead of BKFC 59, March 29th, alongside Marc Entenberg. Dude, we're in your own gym. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's been good.
What has the process been like of just getting to where we're at in this place's transformation?
You know, it's been long and difficult and unexpected with a lot of like twists and turns. We're working on another location that we've been working on for quite some time, and for the longest time, me and my guys were training on the garage and other gyms, kind of nomading around. So finally, like pulling the trigger and getting a place where I could train and get my guys ready has been such a blessing, and it's definitely had its ups and downs. So.
What does it mean to you to start your Muay Thai program out here in Albuquerque?
You know, like, to be honest, like I'm just happy to be able to help grow Muay Thai in Albuquerque. Not even like have my program, you know, more of just like having a place where like communally we can grow and spread like the real art of Muay Thai. And, you know, I'll like bring in people for seminars. We're bringing in the WBC stuff for like rules and regulations, and just hoping to have their events here. So really like even using like other curriculum, just making it as comprehensive as we can. And, you know, just getting the best minds together that we can to come up with the best program, you know. So it's definitely, Kingdom's definitely a shared project in the sense that it belongs to everyone who's involved in it. And that was like the one like takeaway for me, is that I wanted it to not be mine, in the sense of like, oh, it's Marc's Muay Thai. It's like, it's stuff I've learned. It's other Muay Thai that, you know, like we're from other instructors and we're getting our guys mentored with. So it's been great to be able to do that. It's been a humbling process too.
And how much crossover there is there then between training Muay Thai and putting that Muay Thai into use for Bare-Knuckle as you're preparing for?
Yeah, you know, so I mean, there's definitely been crossover, because we had our three main guys who've been with me for a long time, Kevin, Jared, and Tim, just fought this past week at Isleta. So getting them into camp and like, you know, jumping in and throwing hands with them, and like, even though obviously we're throwing kicks too, but working my stuff, like their camp kind of segued into mine. So getting in for their circles and trying to, you know, start getting warm with them. And it's been good, because I've really gotten to, you know, like refine like my skills by being an instructor again, you know, so like check my technique, you know, and bounce back and forth between being a coach and being a student has been a really great experience in that way. Because it's held me accountable and it's held me disciplined, and it's made me responsible, you know, because you have to practice what you preach, you know, because those three, you know, like you're responsible for other people and their safety and their progress. So yeah.
And that applied knowledge looked great in your debut with BKFC. How did you feel about such a spectacular performance?
You know, I loved it. It was such a different and good experience to get back in after, I think it was about 4 years since I'd fought before. So getting back in there and having a finished performance was great for me. I think like just seeing the little mistakes, like where I got sloppy and things like that, and just being able to work out the kinks, and also just like restructure my own style for like the next one, you know, because I mean, it is different than Muay Thai, you know, like it's just a completely different feeling. The speed is different, the timing is different, and the competitors are different, you know. So I mean, I'm very happy that I won, but in terms of like, am I strictly satisfied with that victory? I want to do better, you know, and I want to just continue to always grow. And like this fight, I want to be something that's like night and day different than last one.
And what has the process of this camp been like to get you to that next level, to get you to be that fighter you want to be?
For sure. I think, you know, humbling myself and not expecting that like lightning will like strike twice, and that it will be like that, like quick and non-damaging of a fight, you know? So really, I mean, don't get me wrong, like still believing in my skill set and pushing myself to the best of my abilities and trying to grow, but also not thinking it's going to be the same as last time. You're preparing for whatever, if it's going to be a 5-round war, whatever's coming my way, then is a super tough opponent. I mean, super experienced guy who's, I mean, he's a true vet, you know, like there's nothing not tough in this dude. I have nothing but respect for him. So, I mean, I'm thankful to have an opponent like that, because that makes me up what I'm doing, you know.
Taking on Van Ho, what do you think is going to be the most challenging aspect of going against somebody that has quite a bit more professional experience than you do.
Sure. I think one, like you said, like his experience and like, I mean, he's gonna have great composure, you know, like he's been there both in BKFC, Muay Thai, MMA, like he's just had, and I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure Muay Thai, but I know MMA for sure. But like he's very tough. He's like has a good skill set, and just being able to work with that experience, you know. So like trying to keep myself at that composure level and work my game is going to be a lot different than someone who might be a bit more jittery than somebody who's very tough and composed, you know. Because even if you watch his last fight, I mean, dude's tough as nails, you know. And I mean, he's seen it all. He's been doing it for years. Like, I mean, I watched the little story on YouTube about him and how he was at the gym he was at, had to go pro. Like, he didn't have an opportunity to go amateur. So it's kind of like he's had tough fights from the beginning. You know?
And even so, has been in Bare-Knuckle since Toe the Line. So that was like the original Dave Feldman thrown BKFC event.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is going to be the most difficult about his style to deal with?
He moves a lot, and I think he has a lot of, like, stylistically, I think he's got a similar bully style to me, in a sense of, like, he's very forward, you know, but he moves very well, but, you know, like, he definitely doesn't back down. I mean, in his last fight, like, he's not going anywhere, you know, like, he's going to stick in there and do his best to put on a performance that he wants. And like, I love that. I mean, that's kind of what excites me the most, is that it's like your dance partner. Like, it's like, I want to put on a show for everyone and put on my best performance. And like, having a guy like that's that game, it's like a recipe just for like a great fight, you know, and something that people will, I mean, hopefully get fight of the night, you know. And just, I'm not going anywhere. I know he's not going anywhere. And like, but yeah, I think just training for his style is just like really led me to be a student again, you know. So like, jump from literally coaching to getting coached by all the people around me, you know, and like, and just relearning things, you know.
And how much of a learning curve is there to Bare-Knuckle in the aspect that, oh, you've done Muay Thai, you've done MMA. So how much different does this feel as the sport itself?
So, I mean, I think I only have one fight with him, so it's hard to say exactly the learning curve, you know, because like, just based off one performance, like, I think it was a lot different in terms of the sparring in the beginning, and even now, like, it's just, you know, you have to have, like, you're not as, I guess, like, I do a lot of like lens sparring, like before, like, so play sparring, like Thai style, you know, like, don't get me wrong, the Thais spar all different speeds, but me, like, I'm a pretty composed spar. But this has like led me to like push into realms of like really getting into wars in sparring, like still trying to stay safe, but still like getting into like an acceptance state and calm state of those crazy fire exchanges. Because there's not as many ranges as you have in Muay Thai, you know? So it's like, I mean, you have like, obviously your short punches, long punches, you have a clinch, but there's no kicks or knees. So it's like just working in different styles that you don't layer the same. You know, so like for Muay Thai, I might layer my punches with kicks and then knees, elbows, but like do it in a certain way, versus this, you don't have those same layers to work with. So you have to change it up a bit, if that makes sense.
Definitely makes sense. Hope you guys felt the same as I did. Do you feel you have the same passion now? I know that was a question, because Muay Thai has been something you're very passionate about. What's that passion level for Bare-Knuckle now?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think for any fight, like, I have that passion, you know, like, it truly is like a blessing that we get to do what we get to do. And like, the idea of getting to perform in front of people in Albuquerque again, and just going in as a Muay Thai fighter is something that I'll always be proud to represent, you know. And it excites me, you know, like, I really am just ready to go, you know. Like, it's surreal, you know, like, I'm super calm about it, but like, it's like an excited calm, in a sense of like, I'm blessed to be able to do it. And I'm passionate about like, whatever's going to happen, like, leaving it all in there, you know, and going forward and just giving people what they want to see, and hopefully getting that outcome, and getting that finish that I want.
And if people are interested in Kingdom Muay Thai,
if they're interested in Kingdom Muay Thai, they're welcome to stop down. We're at 216 Null Boulevard Northeast, Suite B, and then we have Instagram, Kingdom Muay Thai, and please stop in. You know, you can follow me at Marc Entenberg, and there's info about Kingdom Muay Thai in there as well. But yeah, no, we're very excited to have our launch this week. So it's good timing. I've got all our coaches ready to go, and I'm blessed that I've had such good coaches and people around to like help facilitate while I get ready. So yeah, please do stop in. Everyone's welcome, and yeah, we're excited to work with everyone here in Albuquerque and be part of the martial arts community for sure.
See you guys at BKFC 59 on March 29th.